Good, everybody. And on Gods of Olympus, I'm known as Commander Somm. And you guys are going to get to know me well. You know, I'm the leader of the Spirit Dragons. But first and foremost, I wanted to do a review of the new Alliance Wars that it didn't just drop, excuse me. Don't let me hype you up. It's dropping very soon, as you will hear in the video. Um, so basically, I just wanted to give my opinion on what you guys are about to see. And let's get started.
Gods of Olympus, and I'm so excited to finally be able to show you a sneak peek of the most highly requested update we have ever released. This video will be all about Alliance Wars. When the update hits, this new button will appear next to the weekly challenge. Tap that to see the new Alliance Wars screen. New wars start daily, with an hour of downtime in between. Each war.
Now, I wanted to stop right here and talk about this. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit different than Clash of Clans. But this game is very similar for people that don't know. This game is very, very similar to Clash of Clans. But it's got very different key aspects that make it like its own game. And it's very good. But I wanted to stop here and talk about what she just said. Now, she said that wars are going to be daily. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say, and that's like a different thing from Clash of Clans. And the second thing she said was that they were going to be, what was it? She said, okay, yeah, that's what she said. She said an hour of downtime in between. So the reason I'm stopping it here and talking about this is that right there, there's a little confusion here, at least for me. Does that mean there's one war a day? Or does that mean that there's a war every single hour? So that part we'll just have to wait and see because it should be dropping soon. But, you know, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. But carrying on.
You'll be matched with another alliance with a similar war ranking. Alliances are separated into different divisions with higher rewards on offer for the harder difficulties. When a war begins, you'll be able to see all the cities from every player in that alliance. Beginner cities will appear at the bottom, and the stronger opponents are at the top. Each city has a number.
Alright, so I wanted to stop it right there because I wanted to talk about how she just said they got the stuff organized. So obviously you put your strongest people at the top and, you know, your weakest people at the bottom. But reading between the lines here, she's saying that that is going to be done for you, which is different from Clash of Clans. But moving on.
Stars next to its name. We assign these values by taking 1,000 stars and dividing them among all the cities in the alliance, with more difficult cities being worth more stars. You can earn stars for your alliance by defeating an enemy city. Each alliance aims to collect as many stars as possible to win the war. There are
Okay, I just wanted to stop right there just to talk about that loot. So, I know it went kind of quick and I tried to stop it, but the loot that you get from these Alliance Wars is about to be top tier. Like, I'm hoping that they don't fix it and try to make it less, but the way it's looking real nice when it comes to loot. And when you get farther in the game, you need those larger amounts of loot to get more advanced. Things start getting expensive, you know. But moving on.
a few things about Alliance Wars battles that are different than regular battles. In wars, you can choose your opponents and scout their cities before you attack. Tap the ally.
So she said that's different from what you normally do. What you normally do is just hit the attack button and go on an attack and rampage. But since it's Alliance Wars, you can actually see the whole other alliance and go through and attack or scout, as she was saying. So that's the difference, which is very similar to Clash of Clans.
Button if you'd like a suggestion for a city that might be a good match for your gods. Another feature unique to War is the Pantheon selector. This will pop up before each battle with a list of all the gods you have unlocked in both Olympus and the Underworld. Unlike normal battles where you have to
So let me just let her finish this part, then I'm gonna interrupt her.
gods from both pantheons to create any team you like. You can only select each god for one battle per war. Cities in war take permanent damage.
Okay. So I had to let her finish that part so that we could talk about it because that's very key. Normally, when you're playing Gods of Olympus, you can only use the Olympus gods in Olympus attacks, and then you can use your Underworld gods in the Underworld attacks. But in Alliance Wars, you're going to be able to use all of your gods however you see fit, which thank you, developers. Thank you for that. But the catch is this. Okay, this is very reminiscent of raids that just dropped on Clash of Clans. I'm sorry. But you can only attack with each god in the war once. So after you've used that god, you can't use that god again for the rest of the war, if that's the way that I'm understanding it. I just wanted to clarify things here because, she went quite fast right there. But the way it's looking is looking like you're only going to be able to use that god once, and once you're out of gods, you're out of gods. So that means that the strategies are going to get way more intense because each god that you deploy matters now. Like, you're not just getting to use your whole pantheon, because if you use your whole pantheon, that attack's over. Like, that's one base that you destroyed. And now, what about the rest of the war? So, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong if in the comments. Tell me if that's what you guys think it is. But that's the way I'm understanding it. Let's move on.
So if a building is destroyed during a war battle, that damage will remain, even if some temples are still left standing. It doesn't matter which player ultimately defeats the city. Rewards are based on how much you participate, not how many stars you...
Alright, I got it. I saved it on the rewards. So look at the rewards. That's 13 million if you boost it with gems. The gems cost money, but they do give you some gems. If you're a new player, they're pretty generous. It's just don't go spending them without knowing what you're spending them on, because the well does run dry. Then you gotta spend some money. But this is what I'm saying. These kind of wars, if you think about everything I've said up until this point, look at the rewards. Even if you don't boost it, you're doing a war every hour. Or she said that there was an hour break in between. So like I said, there's a little confusion there. So if you're getting rewarded like this per war, are you, like, the question still remains, is it just that one war daily? Or is it a one war every hour daily? Like, just put it in the comments. Help me with my confusion, because it shouldn't be this complicated. But moving on.
When a war begins, a snapshot will be taken of your active city layout, and that will become your war base for the duration of the war. Any changes made to your active city during the war won't be applied.
They're just now doing the thing for war bases, because you got to have your war base, because you're adding alliance wars. Before that wasn't a thing, it wasn't needed. But with this update, now it is needed.
To the war version of your base. Your pantheon is also locked in once you make your first war attack, so any changes to your stats or patron god won't carry over to your war gods in the middle of a war. Being Alliance Wars, it's only fitting that you can assist your alliance mates live in battle, so look out for these notifications in your battle feed.
You see that notification? I know they went quick, but especially to my clan, Spirit Dragons, this is why I've been drilling it in y'all head. Assist, assist, assist. Because being the assister can make all the difference in the battles. And there's like no limit to assistance, so why not help? And another thing I want to put in this video, you don't always have to assist the one person. It could be a couple people attacking, as long as each person is getting assisted. But I just wanted to say, assisting is key. It's super key. Now, being in the Alliance Wars, once this update drops, you got to be able to be willing to help your team succeed, or you're not going to win the war. It's just simple.
War is completely free to play with no nectar cost for battles, so you can play anytime a war is active. Look out for an update dropping very soon, and we hope you have as much fun playing Alliance Wars as we've had making it. Thank you so much for watching our first developer update, and let us know if you want to see more like this in the future.
Alright, yeah, it's over. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm extremely excited for this update. I think that the developers did really good setting up all this stuff, and I feel like there's some more stuff that they can work on to make this game really like take off to that next level, but they just aren't hitting it on the head just yet. If they keep the updates rolling out like this might be the game, that rivals Clash of Clans. But if not, it might fizzle out. Who knows? But my review of this DLC and its dropping and this video and everything is just 2 thumbs up. This was amazing. This was amazing. This is how you drop DLC. Like, if anybody needs a lesson in dropping DLC, this is what you do. You give a release trailer. You put the date is coming very soon because you just heard her say it, and then you lay out those details. The only critique I would say is she probably should have went a little slower with the details, but other than that, it's fine. I'm super excited, and I can't wait to see you guys in Gods of Olympus. Boy, I'm raiding all y'all cities. Just know, me and the Spirit Dragons is coming for y'all. Just know that. Alright, take care, y'all. Peace. Peace out.